Hotel Staffing and HR, in conjunction with PatriotTV.live, bring you Play Harder Radio, the premier patriotic sports and BS talk show from America's Gulf Coast. Things that matter in the world of sports and things that don't matter to anyone. It's just Faja's opinion. Where the F-bomb is allowed, but frowned upon. This is Play Harder Radio. And now, your host, James Grant.
Roses are red, Kamala's not black, Joe has dementia, and Hunter's on crack. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Play Harder Radio. That made me laugh out loud today when I came across that. Of course, a lot of them do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's freaking funny. I love it. Let's get into it. How was your week?
It was good. It was good. I'm off this week, so it's been relaxing.
Have you ever seen the Blues? The Blue Angels show on the beach?
I've seen them fly by, and I've seen
blah blah. Have you seen the show on the beach?
Not the major show.
Okay,
no.
then you haven't seen the Blues.
Oh, okay.
You've never seen them. It has just become such an incredible shit show, though, that
Has it really?
After doing it for 17 years, like me, I have. I mean, it's going out there. I mean, you got to go out there. So you got to have an in.
It's just that packed.
I mean, yeah, there's 250,000 people out there probably.
Oh, see, that's a shame.
I mean, the beach is just, and the balconies on the condos, wild.
So they did it for 4th of July then.
No, they do. It's this weekend. Yo.
Oh, this weekend.
It's always the weekend after the 4th. How long have you lived on the Gulf Coast?
Well, I haven't been over in Pensacola since 2013.
Yeah, long enough. It's year 10, yo.
So you're saying that I've got an in now? Is that my in?
Yeah, no. Yeah. You could come with me.
Oh well, there.
Are you working tomorrow?
Not. I've got a meeting in the morning, but the rest of the day's free.
All right. Well, we'll talk about it
Okay.
because that's the only day I'm going. Probably.
Let's do that after the show.
Yeah,
that sounds good.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to that. How was your 4th of July?
Awesome. Fireworks.
I had a good 4th. Yeah, a little bit of fireworks. Hung out with friends.
I saw pictures of you and Tia hanging out on the 4th.
Yeah, Tia and I were hanging out on the 4th of July. I don't know if she's going to make it on tonight. She may not. Kellie joined us yet?
Kellie has not joined us yet.
Right on. So I'm trying to think. I don't even remember what all I did on the weekend. I remember that. And I remember working out on Saturday morning. Oh, have I ever talked to you? Have you seen the show, The Terminal List? Terminal.
No, I haven't.
Author is Jack Carr of the Terminal List series. He's got 3 books out, another one on the way. I've read all 3. I love them.
Okay.
They just came out. It's been in the works for a couple years, I think. But on Amazon, the TV series, so an 8-show, special.
Okay.
I say special, an 8-show TV series.
On Amazon. Okay.
On Amazon on the first book.
Okay.
You know what? You got to pick books or the big screen. Cuz it's good. I'm not saying it's not good. But it wasn't like the book.
Okay.
So that really.
Do you get into these series like on Netflix and Amazon?
Oh man, I'm a binge.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm binge city.
Okay. I love it too. I've gotten into. Have you ever watched Umbrella Academy?
Huh.
Yes. No.
Oh boy, I can't believe you brought that up. That was one of the things we were going to talk about.
Is it?
Who was it?
About how bad it was?
That's one of the things I left off my. I mentioned it to you guys, dummy.
Okay.
I mentioned it to you guys in a text, in the group text. Who is the? Oh, it's on our Ben Shapiro. We're going to get into it. On our Ben Shapiro clip.
I had no idea.
Yeah, we're getting into it on our Ben Shapiro.
Because what's her name's in it? The one that converted.
We're going to get into it.
Okay.
Ellen Page.
Don't call her that. Don't call her that. I was watching it before. I watched it, the original before she switched. So I didn't.
How far into it are you? There's 3 seasons.
Well, I was already in. And then I had to catch up, or I went ahead and watched the new season with her in it, just because.
All of it?
All of it, yeah.
You know what? Did. You're off my Patriot list.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
We'll get into it. Unbelievable. I got to be pissed the whole show now.
Okay. Well, I had already liked it from the first.
I don't give a shit if you liked it. So at some point we got to make a stand.
Well, okay.
As to we'll talk. Well, all right. I keep saying it. I'm actually going to do it. We'll wait till we get there.
Okay, let's wait.
Do you remember doing the show back in February about the state senator from Rhode Island who couldn't wait for the sex ed bill to pass so she could?
Oh, yeah, I remember us
because some of
about
her favorite times in teaching was teaching queer inclusive, pleasure-based sex ed.
Yeah, that's who.
Tiara Mack is her name. Ramona knows about her. Well, it's Ramona State, right?
Yeah, we mentioned it while she was on.
She has a new campaign. It's a TikTok, and she called it. It's a promotion. She made this TikTok that's kind of a promotional campaign for her, promotional video for her campaign.
You ready to play?
You got it?
Yeah. I'm going to put it up here next to you.
Play this gem.
Okay, here we go. Is there sound, or is it just her?
I don't know.
I don't think there is.
Sound.
Oh.
Yep. You need to play it again.
No, it's TikTok, so it's looping. It did. She doesn't say anything until the end.
Vote Senator Mack.
That's just vote her right there at the end.
Vote Tiara Mack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just let that. Just while we talk, just let that loop.
Vote Senator Mack.
just let that. Marinade for the folks out there.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Vote Senator Mack.
You know what? I think Bill. I first found it because of Tucker. Right? Is how I saw it
Vote
first.
Senator Mack.
I'm going to mute it.
Yeah, you can mute it, but just leave the video going.
Okay.
That's a vote. That's to garner votes. She used that to garner votes.
I'm sure there's.
You know what? We're screwed as the Republican Party. We don't have a chance. And you know what? I'm basically just parroting Tucker. He's like, make her Secretary of State right now.
Well,
this is the star. Why is she just a state senator in Rhode Island?
Let's see what Kellie thinks about this, because she's coming in.
Oh, Kellie's here.
Hold on just a second here. You can keep talking, though. Senator Mack,
we don't have a chance. When they start putting people up like this as a party, we don't have any defense to this kind of
Wait, is she a Republican?
She's a Democrat. We don't have a chance.
Oh,
We're done.
I was going to say, wait a minute. You scared me.
You should be scared.
We're done.
Kellie.
We don't have a chance. The face of the Democratic Party is that ass.
And you think the Republicans don't have a part of it? Wait a minute.
No, because we don't have a chance with that kind of action going against us.
Oh, please. Wait a minute. Who's going to vote for somebody just because of that twerking crap?
Are you completely devoid of a sarcasm detector?
Okay. I thought you were being serious. Hang on a minute. I got to fix his light. I thought you were being serious. Good God.
Oh, gosh. Help me.
All right. Hang on. Sorry, we're having company come in for the weekend from Wisconsin, and we're furiously trying to clean the house. So I
They're
just came
not
in
there
here.
yet,
I'm
though,
filthy
right?
dirty. I look terrible. But anyway, I'm here.
They're not there yet, though, right?
Oh no, they won't get here tomorrow night. Till tomorrow night.
So I don't know what the big hurry is.
Because
You could start
because I have
cleaning at
things
3
to
o'clock
do.
tomorrow afternoon.
No, I have things to do tomorrow. I have to get a lot of it done today. But anyway, carry on.
Is she?
So there is
I mean,
much in the news today. There was so much in the news today. OMG.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
I love it.
I sent you some of the videos.
Did you send them to playharderradio@gmail.com?
I sent one, and what was that? Hold on, I'm gonna have to look.
Well, I will have to go look too, Kelly, then.
I think it was the January 6th thing. It was the January 6th thing.
Which one?
The video where they're just
You broke up there,
How's
Kelly.
your internet?
Hello?
We're testing it for
Yep.
her.
I'm here. How are you?
I'm good.
There, that's better.
Are we back on?
Yeah, Kelly's back on.
All right. You said that they're just letting them stream in.
Yes. They're like welcoming them. Man.
Yeah, we've seen it a million times, but it's an insurrection, so.
This is a more in-depth video today that I sent you. Way more in-depth.
I sent a documentary a little while back about it, but yeah, it's ridiculous. The January 6th insurrection shit is all bullshit. We already know that.
Well, I know that, but I'm sick and tired of hearing their bullshit, and then they don't show the other side at all.
Let me tell you something. This goes to what I was just saying about Tierra Mack being the face of the Democratic Party. Cassidy Hutchinson, was it Hutchins or Hutchinson?
Yeah. Hutchinson.
Who said, that Trump lunged for the wheel.
Yeah.
The masses of the Democratic base are so stupid. There's nothing they won't believe. And if Fox were to come out, and I'm not a Fox person, but any right-leaning advocate with video of Pelosi saying we planned the whole thing and lured them in and suckered them in, it was all our doing, they would still call it an insurrection caused by Trump.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't think that video sent.
They don't even. Do you have the video, Todd, in the email?
There is.
I don't think it went through.
No.
As somebody pointed out that I read yesterday, they never tweet anything about how great their guy's doing. There's a few random
because they can't.
There's a few random complete
There's no such thing.
There's a few complete random, completely whack job random people that will, try to say that he's doing a good job, but it's all they can do is bash Trump still. It's all they got.
Did you see where Dipstick put the Medal of Honor on the guy backwards?
Yeah, we're going to get... Well, let's talk about it right now, I guess.
Ah!
I hadn't seen that.
Presidential Medal of... It is the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Right?
Yeah, whatever it was on backwards.
And... You know what? I want to get rid of it. Because while I believe that, that I don't even know how to say it because you can't say anything without it being, just, oh, well, you're a right wing whack job, and you're going to put your right wing wax on. We'll put because they put it on completely in buffoons.
It's kind of like the Nobel Prize for peace. Doesn't mean anything when they give it to people like Obama.
Oh, right. When they give it to anybody and everybody. Yeah.
I forget who they gave it to. Megan Rapinoe was one, which I wanted. Which wanted. First of all, they put it on the one dude backwards. It looked like a choker, like a 2-inch wide choker collar on him.
Yes, it looked like a choker.
And did you see Biden standing there? Did you see Biden standing there clapping? I mean, he is completely.
I don't think he realized that he put it on backwards.
Of course he didn't. Not in any way, shape, or form did he realize.
Oh, my word.
But Megan Rapinoe, the soccer player, right?
Yes.
Received the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
And what was that for?
For her contributions to sport and our country, in her country.
Oh, give me a break.
Kneeling for the national anthem.
Exactly.
Complaining about our. If I hear, you know what, I'm going to make up for Tia tonight. I'm not going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to help it because, and if you don't like it, too bad. But I don't even know what I was going to say.
About Megan Rapinoe.
Nothing but bashes the country. Oh, I know what I was going to say. If I hear another person call us, say what colonialists we are. The colonialist. We're colonialists.
You can't even say it.
Right. Because we're not it. Trying to force our... I get into the nation building stuff. I mean, I have taken a way more than I used to be, a way more non-interventionalist approach to being an American.
What do you mean?
I mean, fuck them. I'm going to stay out of their business. I'm not going to go over and fight wars in countries.
Yes, I'm all about that.
I'm finding out, and then trying to help them with a new government and stuff.
We should never go and butt ourselves into everybody else's business. I'm sick of it.
We shouldn't have been in any of these places.
Maybe
the last war we should have been in was World War II.
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm sick of the way they talk, it's not our land. We stole it from the Indians. Man.
Technically that's true, but.
Yeah, so's the rest of the world.
All of South America is like that.
The whole world is that way.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. Australia is like that. Everything is like that.
Right.
Everybody.
They stole it from the Aborigines, yes.
Right. Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great, those colonialist motherfuckers.
Right.
You can't even say it.
I can't even say it. Shut up. Listen, Kelly, listen.
What?
They can hear me not being able to say it without you pointing it out. And here's another thing. There's no reason in the last 20 years, since the turn of the century, that sounds so funny to say that medal should even exist if Thomas Sowell doesn't have it.
Right. Yeah.
Tell me somebody that's more deserving of that medal than Thomas Sowell.
He is exceptional, yes.
Who's more deserving than he is? There's nobody more deserving than he is.
Right.
So, it's just everything's a joke. Everything's a joke.
It is actually, everything's a joke and it's upside down.
You saw the roadblock in Maryland on the Beltway?
Please, yes, I messaged you. Remember I said, where's an AK-47 when you need one?
Yeah, I remember. was kind of
That
rhetorical
poor-
to talk about it, but
Christian was smarting off about it because, I was saying this poor guy, he's already served his time. He's trying to do the right thing. He has a job and if he doesn't get to work, he's going to go back to prison. I'll kill somebody. Sorry.
I'm completely good with him running over the person in front of him and their backpack catching on the underneath of the car and dragging them all the way to work.
Yes. And that sounds really cool
And here's the other thing. What are
get
police?
the hell out of the road.
I blame the police officers.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
What were the police?
100.
What were the police officers doing? Just standing there watching.
Standing there. Yep.
In case one of those protesters got hit, they could arrest the person that hit them.
And then they wonder why people are pissed off at the police now. Because they won't stand up.
It's mind-boggling.
Well, if they don't follow directions, they won't get their pension.
Well, what if the Patriots of 1775 had said that? Where would we be? Still kissing England's ass.
It's similar to what mostly what you end up posting in stories and things are somebody else's, quote or idea or meme or whatever. But it's very simple, but I posted one in my story yesterday. I think it was yesterday that I posted it, and it said, "You better get unsilent real quick."
I saw that. I liked it like 1,000 times. I put about 1,000 hearts on it.
Because we have the majority by far. But people won't speak up because they don't want their little precious life disturbed.
Yep.
Well, it's kind of like the quote here that you're wanting that you had.
You got it up?
Not yet. Oh, we lost Kelly. Hold on.
No, God.
Throw it up.
Well, hold on. We lost Kelly, so there we go.
People are calling me.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Do not disturb,
Good
please.
Lord.
Do not disturb.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to put that on. Hang on.
So there's the Laura Logan quote. You can read it at
Let's
your
let
leisure.
her get
Situation.
I love her.
Because she won't listen. She can't listen.
Love
She can't chew gum and listen to me read at the same time.
Shut your freaking face.
It's about breaking your will. Don't make me laugh when I'm reading a serious quote. And do you want to get banned on Facebook again? Because if you get caught talking that way, if you get caught talking that way on a video, you're out.
No, that's not true.
It's about breaking your will to fight. They need you to surrender. They need you to give up hope because there's too many of us. We outnumber them. And if we don't give up and don't submit, they have no chance. They just don't want us to know it.
True that.
We have to speak up. Who's going to speak up?
I will surrender after they shoot me in the head.
When is your Marion County next Marion County GOP meeting?
I don't know.
Yeah, why not? I'm up some people's asses about this precinct committeeman.
Okay,
yes,
please stay on it. But Patience has been on vacation for 2 weeks, and I've been doing a lot of hours. I put 40 hours in with Jason this week, so I've been a little busy.
My Patience has been on vacation for 63 years.
That's her name.
Oh. I really thought that's what you were going to say for a minute.
No.
My Patience has been on vacation for 2 weeks.
No. Not my Patience.
It is summer break.
But you know what, Todd? When is the next Walton County GOP meeting? Yeah, that's okay. I understand. I know the answer. I'm serious. It is the best way that I've seen. When Dan Schultz is the guy that set this up. We played the video last week, right?
It was the week before, I believe.
Okay, the week before.
I know.
In history, the Minutemen were renowned. Can't talk still tonight. Revered. Right? And this is our chance to be. This is as close as we can come right now under these circumstances. In New Mexico, they overturned the machines in New Mexico, in a county.
That's awesome.
Got rid of the machines. Mike Lindell, I saw Mike Lindell the other day, and he said that we're getting a lot. He's very optimistic about the way things are going. We don't see everything.
I love him.
And I saw what did I see? I saw something else about there's just more and more things happening. And listen,
that's why they are getting so freaked out. And they're trying to do everything in their power to stop all this.
Right. Because there's too many of us. Just like Laura said.
Yeah.
And if we get involved and if we show up in force at the polls and we show up in force at meetings, at GOP meetings, and talk to candidates and stuff and things, we can make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
We take it for granted. They're trying to give our sovereignty away to what did I see today? 46 cities. I guess this was a little bit older. When I looked into it a little more, it's a little bit older. But the House had passed a bill to give over police control of our 46 biggest cities to the United Nations police force.
Right.
I mean, seriously?
That's crazy.
We got to speak up.
Well, people like this, Jerome Davis, are people that are ones that need to be running.
Right.
I mean, so that
we'll get to his video. But
oh my gosh, it's so awesome.
Yeah, it's so amazing. But the roadblock, I mean, Tia says in Florida you can run them over.
Oh, duh. That's because you have a badass for your governor.
I have very bad thoughts, bad person thoughts about that.
What do you mean?
Just flat out see them and flat out act like you don't.
Oh, right. Yeah. I mean,
Drag them to the store with you.
if you go sit in a highway, you're asking to get run over. It's not a park. It's a highway.
I think part of it would depend, whether or not they're a threat to you, and that's the problem with these particular people. They're not acting like a threat. So the cops are there more to protect them, I feel, than they are.
That is a threat. When you're possibly causing a 50-car pileup.
You don't get to stop commerce and keep me from getting to my job. Keep a parole.
That's what I'm saying.
Keep a parolee trying to get right from getting to his job.
I mean, I agree with you, but I'm just saying that would be the argument.
Speaking of that situation and maybe the mood that you could get in with that type of thing, Maryland passed a bill to that you don't need any special reason to get a concealed carry permit.
That's a miracle.
Maryland? Yeah, my son is very excited. He was very excited. He called me today. He was filling out his form. You have to take a 16-hour, $350-ish course before you can get it.
The concealed carry?
Yeah.
In what city
Wow.
or what state?
Maryland.
Maryland.
And then a $175 8-hour course every 2 years to renew it.
Wow.
So they're playing games. He's still going to do it. But you know what the funny thing is? He's looking online while we're talking, and he's trying to find a spot to get in a class. Sold out. Sold out.
Oh my
Sold
gosh.
out. Sold out. What the exciting part about that is people are going to start packing.
Yes, but how do you know that's not rigged?
What's rigged?
How do you know George Soros didn't
that
buy
maybe
all
it's
those
not
spots?
really. What if it's not really?
Because gun shop
Sold out.
owners that are doing these things aren't playing those games. The people that are doing these training courses are gun people.
Oh, well, that's true.
And we have to think better. We have to think more positively in every way, shape, or form. We have to believe we're going to win this fight.
All right, am I supposed to say I'm interested in becoming a precinct committeeman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you filling out your form right now, Kelly? Is that what you're
Right now, yep.
Thank you.
Except I think I spelled that
I
wrong.
like it. Yeah, we do have to think better. I can't stand the talk of America's going to fall. We're done. We're cooked. We're over. Not me. I'm winning. I'm going to win.
Well, I don't.
So you can come with me or not.
The thing about it is, I don't feel like America, the people are wrong, but I think everything about our government and our the deep state want almost to see us fall, which doesn't make any sense
the
at all.
deep state does. I just realized. I just saw
charge.
something. Speaking of that, where the appointees, the appointee part of the president's job, appointees,
right,
to the unelected positions. What is that? The EPA, the Department of
Fauci.
all these. There's 4,000 of those.
Every president?
There's 4,000 of those positions.
That every president can fill?
I guess so. I don't understand it 100%, but so that's why there's so much. It's the deep-seated backstabbing treachery that Trump had to deal with. Because the swamp, that's all swamp people.
But did they appoint those people whenever the regime changed, or regime? I say regime. Whenever they change?
I don't think they change all of them.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think they do either, and that's the problem.
Yeah, but I'm saying, how can you? He can't spend it would take him his whole term to do that.
Right.
That's why you need to get unsilent.
That's why he didn't trust anybody.
Well, he did trust some people. He made some bad decisions.
Yeah.
He's still making bad decisions. Somebody was talking about the other day, him who had said that he had said something positive about DeSantis, and Trump got all offended about it. He needs to get that shit in check.
And he needs to quit pushing vaccines. That's
Is he
my
still
biggest,
doing it?
Just a few months ago, whenever he and Bill O'Reilly was on this tour together, he was still talking about how great they were.
Yeah, I haven't heard it since then. I was so...
And I was like, dude...
Pissed about that. Did you see where you just brought up a new subject, the mortality rates going up?
Oh, yes.
Who is the guy, Adam, maybe? I can't remember. He was on Tucker last night.
Oh,
That was.
Yes, I screen recorded that. You're talking about not mortality, fertility.
They talked about both. They talked about both. Oh. I was going to get to that. He said he's not sure that the evidence is there for sure, but it seems to be that birth rates are down like 10%.
Yes, worldwide.
Which are huge. Yeah, which is huge.
Worldwide. Yes.
How wide is it?
What?
World.
Say worldwide.
Worldwide.
It sounded like you said worldwide. Worldwide.
No,
worldwide.
They're up 10% worldwide.
Fill out your application later and talk to me.
I already did. It's done. Sent.
So anyway, Bill Merritt looks like he's going to be on Tucker. They're negotiating to be on Tucker.
Bill Merritt? Who's that?
Bill Maher, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna come on Tucker and talk.
Yeah.
That's cool.
No,
wow,
I think it is cool.
that will be awesome.
Now, what I saw, Maher said that he goes, when they first talk, let's just talk about things we agree with. And now he's saying that Tucker's team said that. And Bill Maher was like, no, let's talk about, because there are some things we're going to agree with. But he still thinks that despite how he's come out against the left on a bunch of things, he still thinks their total package is better than ours, than the rights, than the GOP's.
They should go on Joe Rogan together. That would even be better, because
then
they could
just
have a long conversation about everything.
Well, I think it could be a good show. I think it'd be good for Tucker. He's a good one to stand up for us.
That's true.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about the Dutch farmers, Kelly?
Oh, yes. I've watched it twice today. It was on Vannon's War Room.
Alex Bernstein was the guy, by the way. The guy that was talking about the vaccines that got kicked off Twitter that we were just talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes. Yes, so Dutch farmers, yes. They shot at a 16-year-old driving a tractor. Really? They said he was trying to run them over. He was going the opposite direction, and they have the video to prove it. Freaking idiots.
I love that they're standing up for themselves over there.
Oh, yes. And the video that I just saw, there was stuff burning in the median of the highways. There was tractors going down. There was, they had these big manure shooters, and they were shooting manure onto the government buildings.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
Spreaders.
Totally awesome. I mean, they're just total rebellion. Yes.
Fertilizer spreader. Spreaders.
Nothing we would do here. Never, ever.
Speaking of that kind of thing, though, the thousands, the hundreds of tens of thousands of cattle that are just, you know what somebody said? Do you know how many decades, centuries cattle have been living through high heat?
Yep.
You don't want to think anything of it? Do you see the food manufacturing facilities that have been destroyed in the last couple of years?
It's just a coincidence. You just don't know how many of that's happened to before.
WTF. Wake up.
Yep.
Wake up.
That reminded me of something that I was going to say on here about a story somebody told me today. Oh shoot! Now I can't remember.
You know what? It's the singular problem that we have with our liberty is people, the silent majority.
Yeah.
It is the problem.
I mean, how many? I have been to so many things by myself because everybody always says, "Oh yeah, I want to go to that," or "Oh, that's a great thing, I want to get involved," and then there I am by myself every time.
A friend of mine posted that on Facebook today.
Nice.
What?
Is it a fertilizer spreader?
No, just it's a
I see. It's a tank.
Refit on a John Deere.
A retro John Deere.
Yeah,
retrofitted.
Hold on and I'll
with armor.
Call it up so Kelly can. Are you watching on Facebook too, Kelly, or not?
I'm turning it on right now.
Okay. That's funny.
I'll put it up.
What about Bill Maher? Bill Maher. Why do I keep? It's because of the way the idiot spells it. The Dutch farmer. Yeah, we got to do something here about the food facilities. You better have some food stocked up, yo.
Yeah, well, I don't want to talk about it because I'll have to shoot somebody.
I got 60 pounds of rice and
dude,
40 pounds of beans.
You have no idea.
Well, I know, compound lady. I know you're special.
Yeah.
I know you're special.
Do y'all have a tractor?
I got a lot of mouths to feed.
Do you have a walk-in freezer?
No.
Why not?
I wish. But we have like 1, 2. Yeah, we have 2 big chest freezers, 1, 2, 3 refrigerators with freezers. Yeah.
You can put it on the outside edge, put a doorway in one of those, like the big garage or whatever, or the big, pole barn, and you could find one from a restaurant or something and put a walk-in freezer.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a good idea.
You'd have to hire a guard though.
Well, I have a sign that I'm going to put up on the. We have a railroad tie that's vertical instead of horizontal, and halfway down our driveway. And I bought a sign that says, "I'd turn back if I were you."
You know what? I'll send you a sign that I have that you fuck around and find out.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't want to be that nasty.
Have you seen The Old Man? The show The Old Man. Jeff Bridges. It's on FX. It's super good.
I don't watch TV.
Right, I know.
Sorry, I don't
yes,
watch
you
TV.
Do.
You
yes,
don't watch
do.
entertainment.
I watch
She does.
news.
She does all day long.
Yellowstone. That's it.
Okay, here's a pretty controversial topic over the whole abortion thing, right? Twitter is doing nothing about people flat out on Twitter calling Clarence Thomas a nigger.
You are kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
That
Hard
is
R.
disgusting. What?
Hard R.
Not
Hard
the slang.
R.
He's talking about the
Oh my
R.
God, are you busy?
Okay. Yes, I know what you're saying. That is so disgusting. Well, somebody needs to complain.
You'd
How do
think
you do that?
they would ban people for doing the same thing.
Yeah. Can't you report the tweet?
Yeah, I don't do that. I don't report shit.
I will do it. I will do it when it's something that.
I'm not that. To me, that's like telling on John. Ma, Johnny hit me.
You know what? They do it to us all day.
I don't give a fuck what
long.
they do. I'd rather throat punch them.
Okay, so say that about Kamala Harris or Barack Obama and see what happens.
You missed the opening of the show, didn't you?
No, I was watching it.
Roses are red, Kamala's not black, Joe has dementia, and Hunter's on crack. Oh, by the way, I gotta digress on the presidential Medal of Freedom. Megan Rapinoe had on this nice white outfit suit. It was nice, very nice, and it had Brittany with a rose, Brittany Griner's initials on the lapel.
Oh, give me a break.
You know.
I hope she rots in prison.
The one thing I was looking up something and it said that she's being wrongfully held. She got caught with hash.
Hello. She got caught with an illegal drug in a communist country, no less. And she wants the country that she hates, that she didn't want it she wanted to, what is it, kneel for the flag?
She won't come out for the national anthem and won't come out for it and wanted the WNBA.
Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia.
Yep. Peace out.
Because of her not kneeling,
you can't have it both ways.
Well, because of her not,
you cannot have it both ways. Sorry.
Because of her not kneeling for the flag, I would think that they would, think of her as, oh, we got to go in and take care of her and get her out. People like Biden and Obama would do more for her.
I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are.
You ever smoke weed?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's a yes. No.
Yeah, that would be a yes.
What about hash?
Enough for both of us.
What about hash?
Well, wait a minute. I probably did. Yeah.
What about ludes, bennies, shrooms?
I did one Quaalude.
I never did ludes. Did you ever drop acid?
No, God, no. I had friends whose sisters, oh God, they had horrible flashbacks. And I'm never doing that.
I never did it either. But they microdose that now, for creative purposes.
They what?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what microdosing is?
No.
No.
LSD?
Never. Mm-mm.
Well, you got a little.
That's where the government experimented on college kids, right?
A little research to do tonight when you're going Betty Bye. For
Hold on a
creative
minute. What's it
purposes,
called?
microdosing. It's you can be. I believe you can get it supervised. I'm not positive by certain maybe psychologists.
What's it for?
Creative purposes.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Yeah, it says microdosing mushrooms, something I can't pronounce, THC, cannabis.
Hey Todd.
Yes.
Look up on YouTube acid trip lizard.
We've talked about this
I
before.
bet Greg would
We
be
haven't
up
played
for
it though.
Yeah, but I looked it up and I
It's
couldn't.
there. Look it up again.
Okay.
Acid trip
Did
lizard.
you hear me?
Greg has done it.
Greg would probably be up for it.
Yeah, I want to do shrooms.
Oh, brother.
Well, I'm glad you can see the screen, so you can keep talking.
All right. Did you put it in yet?
Not yet.
This is
okay.
acid trip lizard. Hang on, girlfriend.
Acid trip lizard?
Hang
Oh,
on.
they didn't give drugs to a lizard. No.
Oh, would you just hang on a second?
See,
there
this,
he is.
This is
There
the
he
stuff that
is.
came out. Oh,
This is it.
really?
Yep. All right. Hang on. You got to listen to this. This is don't play it yet.
I'm not. I got to get it ready to play, though.
You gotta watch it. This is a YouTube classic.
I've never seen it.
Oh my
I don't
Lord.
think so. Okay.
Tell me when you're ready to go.
We are ready.
Do you have it on the screen?
It's gonna play.
Where is
yeah,
the screen that's supposed to be behind your desk?
It's right here in front of me because I'm looking at what he's doing, where I can see what he's doing.
It's a still.
Okay.
We're
Well,
working on the set.
It's up on the
I
screen.
won't be able to see it because it'll be on a delay.
Okay, it'll come up, but you can listen. So here goes the here it goes.
What does this guy think he's an Indian? What is he, a goddamn
Pause.
asshole? What the fuck is he?
Back it up. This is a guy in a closet whose friends recorded him on it having an acid trip,
Okay.
and then put it to this video.
We need context.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay.
Here we go.
All right, here we go.
What does this guy think he's an Indian? What is he, a goddamn asshole? What the fuck is he doing? Not ever. No way. Now he's Johnny Hammersticks. Hammering away like he's friggin' Tommy Noble. What the hell's he doing? Thinks she's got it going bossing over. No way.
What?
No way.
No
What is
way.
this garbage?
He's not making
What is
any
this?
sense.
Oh, I'm king of the trees. I'm the tree meister. I count on them. When sometimes I pride, I like to stealist.
Steelist.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. This guy's a faggot. Guy's some sort of faggot Indian in the teepee. Ooh, this guy thinks he's
Is he
Captain Knots.
watching
Thinks he's
something?
Captain tying knots. When everyone needs some knots tied, they go to him. Bullshit. Bullshit. This woman's such a bitch. Thinks she's Miss Sand. Drinking out of cups. Being a bitch.
Is he watching something
I better
or what's
fist.
going on? I'm confused.
Pause,
I bet
Todd.
Fatalist.
His friends, he's in a closet having an acid trip
Okay.
in the dark.
So all this stuff is just imaginary.
It's-
It's not like watching a TV
He's
show.
it's right. It's flowing out of
Wow.
him from an acid trip.
That's weird.
Go. It's not funny.
Barn.
No.
Pat a little kid in the background fucking going crazy. Who's this guy? Mr. Balloons. Mr. Balloon Hands. No way. No way. Get real. Like those things. Mr. Walkway. Mr. Walk Down Me, I'm the walkway. Lead me to the building. Fuck you.
Oh my.
5643. Yeah, right. You're some stupid bitch. Who paid for that floor? Not me. No way. Never bathe with no floor ever again. Not once, not never. Nope. Whose chair is that? Who bought that goddamn chair here? It's not my chair. Not my chair, not my problem. That's what I say.
Are these guys from Jersey Shore?
No way. Stupid
Yeah,
dresses,
he's got a potty
stupid
mouth.
flowers. Lighthouses rule. You don't like the lighthouse? You suck. What is this, seahorse captain? What is this, seahorse seashell party? Who didn't invite me? Why didn't I get invited, seahorse seahell? What is this? Get real.
Oh my God.
I'm in love with seahorses.
I'm in love with
I'm in love with
seahorses.
them. They're so beautiful and cute. I'm in love with the seahorses. They're fucking unreal. I love them. They're like all the clocks. I love them. I love seahorses, and I love looking at them, and I love seashells. I love seashell things. I love things with seashells and seahorses on them, like blankets and towels and little bags. I love them. Seahorses forever.
I would never want
Awesome.
to do that. No.
That just makes you want to go do acid, right?
I think
No.
it's hilarious.
It's not.
I think it's hilarious.
No.
It definitely was causing him to see things.
I
No way.
guess.
No
No
way.
way.
No way.
No way. Oh, look at Mr. Walkway. Mr. Walk to the building. No way. Whose floor is that?
Brother.
Where'd this chair come from? It's not my chair. I think it was hilarious.
No.
Todd, what's next?
Well, I brought it up earlier about how we need to have better people running for Congress and political ads and that kind of stuff. So we can show a political ad here of
Oh, yeah.
what now? What
He was supposed to be after the stabbing, but go ahead,
right.
do him.
Where's he supposed to be running at? What's his district?
Do we know where Jerome Davis is? I thought we did.
Oh gosh, Arizona. I
Arizona.
think.
Okay.
All right. Here,
Excellent.
and
Here
so
we go.
here's his new campaign ad.
Everybody vote.
I
for
love
him.
it. I love it. I mean, this
Democrats
is
like to say that no one needs an AR-15 for
oh
self-defense,
my God.
that no one could possibly need all 30 rounds. But when this rifle is the only thing standing between your family and a dozen angry Democrats in Klan hoods, you just might need that semi-automatic and all 30 rounds.
Awesome.
I love it.
And you did notice that on their shirts, instead of them having the symbol, they have the donkey from the Democratic
No,
Party.
I saw a D, but I didn't see a
Jerome
dot.
Davison.
Oh yeah.
Jerome
There's a D
Davison.
on their sleeves.
Yeah, exactly.
That Uncle Tom. God dang him. Can't believe he's deserting
I
the.
cannot believe they have not thrown 10 hissies over that.
That is beautiful. I can't believe that YouTube hasn't taken that one down.
I really can't either. Now, are they showing that on TV?
I don't know.
I
Probably
love
get
it.
more views on social media. You know,
Well, that's true.
right?
Yeah.
I'm sure plenty of talk show hosts on different networks are playing it, so they're getting plenty of airtime, I'm sure.
You think?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, some.
New York City. In New York City, a store owner, convenience store, little
I can't.
shop in Brooklyn, store owner, had a gentleman, I think his name was Simpson, a career criminal, come behind his counter
And visit.
over a bag of chips, they say. I don't know what it was for. I got to believe it's more than that. They wanted cash or something
No,
like that.
it was total intimidation.
He was hungry.
And so, do you have it ready?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's-
I can't do it.
Why?
I'm just so, I can't. I mean,
I like blood.
if Alvin Bragg does not get drug out of office,
Hang on a second.
people
Let's
are
play it, then
dumb.
you can repeat that name. Here we go. And this is what happened.
huh?
This is what happened. There's no sound. He shoves him down, shoves the store owner down.
And who's that reaching through?
Another customer's trying to back him off. He's back there intimidating him. Store owner's still just sitting there. Oh, then he goes for his knife. Ooh, in the ribs, in the neck.
I love it.
Stab, stab, stab. They kind of go out of sight for a minute. Whoa. See the head pop up in the screen?
It's on delay. I can't.
You get it? There's the owner coming back into the screen. You can see the knife is just covered. He's got blood all over his arm. I don't see.
Until this kind of crap keeps happening.
So this
people,
is.
And
yeah. So who is the attorney? Who's the DA?
Alvin Bragg.
Alvin Bragg.
Yes.
Is it?
He needs to be.
Is it Alvin Bragg POS? Is that what it is?
Yes. Yes.
POSS.
Manhattan DA. Manhattan, and Scotty did make a video about it. Let's see, 7 hours ago.
So, ladies and gentlemen, he is being charged with murder.
Yeah.
The store owner is being charged by Alvin Bragg, POS.
$1,000 bond, and he wanted to make it higher.
$250,000, right?
Yeah, and he wanted to make it higher.
That's just crazy. I mean, it
Sick.
they want to defund police, so the police can't come and help you, but then you can't protect yourself either.
Right.
Well, I got to believe somebody's going to step in and do the right thing here, don't you?
Oh yeah, of course.
I mean, this is just this is what we've become.
Yep.
This is what you jackasses voted for.
Yep.
You know who you are. You don't like to admit it, but that's what you voted for. We're going to talk about some of the other shit you voted for, too, if we get to it. We have two, it's mind-boggling. But it's what needs to happen. And they need to fill up the jail. Every time they come in and do it, it needs to be the same result till they quit doing it. And they need to start prosecuting. I don't understand. I guess, it's what Lara Logan said. It's about breaking your will to fight.
True.
These are their these are their tactics. These are their tactics.
Yep.
It's mind-numbing.
It's disgusting.
You know what? And I hear people out there in the big picture of things, from the administration on down and whatever, oh, they're out of touch, they're incompetent, it was a bad decision, well, this is bad policy. None of this is all managed decline.
Oh, absolutely.
It is
100.
all on purpose. But that's a problem with all of them. Fox News, those shows, whatever. Still, well, that was a bad. They're not trying to make anything better. They'll say things like, "Well, if we want the economy to get better, we need to." They have no intention of trying to make gas prices better. Maybe for a couple months before the election, so that you complete suckers will fall for it. Throw them a vote. It's by design.
Yeah.
You have to stand up and speak up.
This bad, and it not be on purpose.
You need to get unsilent real quick.
Well, what was it Obama used to say as far as the new normal?
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure he said that, but that, to me, in my recollection, the new normal is what they've been trying to, is the rhetoric they've been running since the COVID shit.
Oh no, that's
fundamental change was Obama's
Right,
deal.
but that was the fact that things were going to be different. That was his thing. The new thing is what is it? Build Back Better. That's the
Yeah, when
after
is that going to start?
yeah. Well, they have to break it all. They have to break it all down to build it back better.
Right.
We're still in the breaking
Right.
down phase.
So I just wanted to take a second, and I got the idea for this from Kelly's. It's going to take us a minute, but
From what?
I got this idea from Kelly's story. Okay,
Kelly,
Which
you had
thing?
a story?
and it's Ian
Facebook.
Haworth. Ian Haworth, I believe he's with Turning Point USA. Pro-abortion advocates painting the United States as barbaric for limiting abortion. Let's take a look at what other countries ban abortions for economic, social, or on-demand reasons. So as we know, the United States was, they pretty much had their way at a 20-week abortion deal, right?
Yes.
And there was a long-standing, 50-year effort to overturn Roe v. Wade, but we were at 20 weeks. But of course, that wasn't good enough, right?
They want it all. They want it all.
That wasn't good enough. They wanted to push it. So here's a look, and and also we need to be more like Europe and other countries, right?
Okay, let's.
Right. So here's a look in alphabetical order of the limits, the weekly limits of other countries. Argentina, and these are all weeks, 14 weeks. Austria, 3 months, 12 weeks. Croatia, 10 weeks. Cyprus, 12. Czech Republic, 12. Denmark, 12. Estonia, 12. Finland, 12. France, 14. Germany, 12. Ireland, 12. Italy, 13. Latvia, 12. Lithuania, 12. Luxembourg, 14. Norway, 12. Portugal, 10. Russia, 12. South Africa, 12 weeks. Let's see, where's the... Spain, 14. Sweden, 18. Switzerland, 12. Ukraine, 12. Uruguay, 12. Amazing, isn't it?
It is amazing.
Sweden was 18. That was the closest one. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 20-ish. That was 25-ish countries, all with lower than us. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now comes the countries that banned on-demand abortion. So the only reason, excluding risk of life, health of the mother, rape, fetal impairment, or socioeconomic reasons. So you have to have a good reason. Countries, it's
right.
In
not
these
just,
countries,
not just because you didn't want to use contraceptives.
in these couple countries, it's banned. Okay, I'll read those off. Abkhazia, Afghanistan, Algeria, Andorra, Angola, Antigua, Barbuda, Bahamas, Bahrain, Bangladesh, Barbados, Belize, Benin, Bhutan, Bolivia, Botswana, Brazil, Brunei, Burkina Faso, Burundi, Cameroon, Central African Republic, Chad, Chile, Comoros, Congo, Costa Rica, Democratic Republic of Congo, Djibouti, Dominican Republic, East Timor, Ecuador, Egypt, El Salvador, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Eswatini, Ethiopia, Fiji, Finland, Gabon, Gambia, Ghana, Grenada, Guatemala, Guinea-Bissau, Haiti, Honduras, Hungary, India, Indonesia, Iran, Iraq, Ivory Coast, Jamaica, Japan, Jordan, Kenya, Kiribati, Kuwait, Laos, Lebanon, Lesotho, Liberia, Libya, Liechtenstein, Madagascar, Malawi, Malaysia, Maldives, Mali, Malta, Marshall Islands, Mauritania, Mauritius, Micronesia, Monaco, Morocco, Myanmar, Namibia, Nauru, Nicaragua, Niger, Nigeria, Oman, Pakistan, Palau, Panama, Papua New Guinea, Paraguay, Peru, Philippines, Poland, Qatar,
So what
Rwanda,
you're
St.
saying
Kitts,
is there's a lot.
and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, and the Grenadines, Samoa, San Marino, Saudi Arabia, Senegal, Seychelles, Sierra Leone, Solomon Islands, Somalia, South Sudan, Sri Lanka, Sudan, Suriname, Syria, Taiwan, Tanzania, Togo, Tonga, Trinidad and Tobago, Tuvalu, Uganda, United Arab Emirates, Vanuatu, Vatican City, Venezuela, Yemen, and Zambia. That's all there is that ban on-demand abortions.
It's a shame
Right.
that they care more about life than we do.
The barbarianism of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have one of the first replies you see on here is from a Wile E. Coyote, super genius.
Oh my gosh.
You left off Great Britain 24, Canada 24, New Zealand 20, and Australia 22 to 24, depending on state. So, and he says, these are highly relevant, being major Anglosphere, is that Anglosphere countries? Sphere of Anglos. So that's his answer to those 200 other countries that all have a lesser, more strict restrictions than the United States. With most of them, with the majority of them, 75% of them, on-demand abortion being banned. But that's the shit they're running on us.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
You know what? Nobody will
I remember
answer. Nobody will answer. What about the baby? A few will. I had one person today. One lady answered. As long as it has no choice. As long as it's in the mother's body, it has no rights. As long as it's in the mother's body.
Well, I mean, in reality, that is true. That doesn't make it right, though.
Still a life.
Because it is. I'm saying, yes, it is. But only the mother can stop it from being killed.
Like Dave Chappelle said, then the men, if I decide I don't want to pay, if you decide to keep it and I decide I don't want to pay for it, I don't want to contribute, I'm out. Is that cool?
No.
I guarantee you this. If a woman was on her way to have an abortion because she just didn't want it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And she was hit by a drunk driver.
Oh, yes, it happens all the time.
Well, I'm not saying, I don't know how often it happens, but not on the way to the abortion clinic and all the time. And the baby, if she was on the way to the abortion clinic and she hit it and the baby aborted, they get
double murder.
They would be mind blown if the charge would be manslaughter, vehicular manslaughter.
Yes.
Vehicular homicide. And she would be suing the shit out of some insurance company to get paid for that.
100%. No, I'm saying when people are pregnant and they get killed, it's double
murder.
homicide.
Yeah, double homicide.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, if that extreme event happened, like I just said, that would be the result.
Yeah.
We'd say, well, it wasn't a baby, so we can't charge him with.
Right.
We can't really charge him with murder for a clump of cells.
Yes, I shared that video yesterday from CJ where she says how to argue with leftists about the mother being killed with the being pregnant.
I didn't see that one. Where did you share it? And we're on hold, frozen.
Oh. She's thinking.
No, she's not.
It gets killed and it's not.
She's okay now.
We lost you.
My internet keeps going in and out for some reason. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my internet.
You got Karine Jean-Pierre set up?
Yes, we do.
This is my favorite person in the administration.
Oh, no. No.
The first immigrant black lesbian press secretary of the United States.
We're just lucky she didn't get vice president.
She checks all the boxes.
She has a chance. Don't be fooled.
You want to play it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's check her out.
Do we have to?
Why is there a voicemail of the president talking to his son about his overseas business dealings if the president has said he's never spoken to his son about his overseas business dealings?
Boom. Roasted.
Well, first I'll say that what the president said stands. So if that's what the president said, that is what stands. And secondly,
about a New York Times article concerning business dealings, and he says,
see, they don't give a shit whether you have evidence to the contrary, stone cold evidence, rock solid evidence.
Yep.
This is one of the dumbest humans on the face of the earth, by the way. Go ahead.
Wait a minute. She's only saying what she's told, what she's being told to say.
Okay.
That's why she has to look at her notes for everything.
One of the most pathetic.
Right.
She is stupid too because she can't go. She has no mind of her own to answer these questions.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Well, do you think Jen Psaki wasn't reading what she was supposed to say? It's the same thing.
She was better than this moron.
Yeah.
She was saying what she was supposed to say too. Yes, agreed.
I think you're clear. How is that not him talking to his son about his overseas business dealings?
Boom. Roasted.
We're not, from this podium, I am not going to talk about alleged materials from the laptop.
Alleged.
Are you disputing
from the laptop.
his voice on the voicemail?
I am not going to talk about alleged materials on the laptop. It's not happening.
Then that it is not.
Peter, I refer you to his son's representative.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Corinne.
We have all.
That's funny because they're talking about the president, not the son. So,
well, she's saying it's from the laptop. Yeah, yeah, and then you're referring him to the son's representative.
Right, but you're talking about what the president said, not what the son said. Do you want to play the rest of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Heard it. The president likes to say, I will always level with you. He says it again and again. Moments ago, though, you seemed to dismiss Peter's question about his conversation with his son, Hunter Biden, with regards to his business dealings. And I'm wondering, how is that silence consistent with the president's promise to always level with the American public?
Boom. Roasted.
Because, you know, in public he says he hasn't discussed these business dealings. And then, at least according to the voicemail that's been obtained by the Daily Mail and Washington Examiner, it certainly seems like he was seeking to do exactly that, have a conversation about these business dealings. Is he leveling with the American public on this?
Boom. Roasted.
Who's that from?
I don't remember which that guy was. I just found it before the show. We got one more. We got one more. I found right before. This one's just she's special.
Why do you think it is that 88% of people in this country polled by Monmouth think the country is on the wrong track?
So I'll say this. The president understands what the American people are going through. He understands that gas prices are high because of Putin's tax hike, because of the war that Putin, the brutal war that Putin has taken on in Ukraine. And their brave fight to fight for their democracy. That's what we're seeing here. And also the food insecurity, the food cost has skyrocketed. And that's why the president has done everything that he can to blunt those high prices.
She's an abject fool.
Hey, I will say one thing. Her makeup is always on point.
But let me see her. Let me see it again.
Her eyeshadow is killer.
He understands that gas prices are high because of Putin's
close-up?
tax hike,
You mean
because of the
because
war
I
that
don't- I can't even
Putin,
quite
the brutal
tell
war
now. I
that
guess,
Putin
I mean-
has taken on in Ukraine, and
It
their
looks like
brave
there's some
fight
kind of
to
clown
fight for
thing
their
going on when
democracy.
she looks
That's what
down
we're
at her
seeing
notes
here.
with her-
And also the food
her-
insecurity, the food cost
whatever that
has
shit when you do your
skyrocketed.
eyelids.
And that's why the president has done everything that he can to blunt those high prices.
It's gorgeous. Sorry.
The first immigrant black
she does it
lesbian
for-
moron to be the press secretary of the United States. Mind-boggling. Special. She's just too. It's just too much. Their whole deal. All right, this one will finish out the segment, I believe. The show. Ben Shapiro. There's just too much stuff. You could go on for hours and hours and hours and hours.
Are you going to tell us what this one's about?
No, Ben's going to. Oh, this is. This one brings up the Ellen Page, which is an actor, as I mentioned, Kelly, from the. She's an actor. I talked about this in our text this week from the Umbrella Academy.
She's an actress.
Well, she's actress. Actress when the series started, an actress, and now an actor.
Yeah, it's changed. Yeah, she got her start. Her big thing was she played the role in Juno. Do you remember that movie?
No, but
Yes.
It was where she played this
Pregnant
girl
teenager.
that she was a pregnant teenage girl. Yeah, and it was actually a pretty good story as far as she kept the baby and everything. So it's interesting now that she's playing now that she's a guy.
Well, that's that. Yeah, let's go ahead and play this, and then I'll get into it.
All right.
Ellen Page is a woman who changed her name to Elliot Page and then got a bunch of surgeries to make her look more like a man. Jordan noted this, and he was banned from Twitter for that. Then Dave Rubin, we now have like a daisy chain of bannings. Dave Rubin then noted that Jordan Peterson had been banned. He tweeted, quote, "The insanity continues at Twitter. Jordan Peterson has been suspended for this tweet about Ellen Page. He just told me he will, quote, never delete the tweet, paging Elon Musk."
Good
so he
for
was
him.
suspended on Twitter for this. And so for mentioning that Jordan tweeted about Ellen Page, which Jordan did, he was banned because you're not allowed to. It's like Voldemort. You're never allowed to say Ellen Page. If you say Ellen Page, Voldemort will show up on your doorstep. Whereas transgender ideology violates all science, biology. It violates the basic norms of logic. And apparently it violates physics. You're supposed to be able to go back in time now and erase the fact that Ellen Page ever existed. You want to talk about female erasure? There was never a woman named Ellen Page. There was always a male named Elliot Page who didn't exist until 5 minutes ago.
Pause.
But was not.
So now, how does that work for background checks for government security clearances?
I hadn't thought about that. That's crazy, isn't it?
When you erase your, when you go back and to, I don't know, now to friends, to back to high school, or college to talk to a few friends. Now, we want to ask you some questions about Elliot Page. I'm sorry.
Who?
Yeah, think about getting your college
transcripts. Elliot Page, well, I don't know an Elliot Page. Well, listen, if you are going to, stonewall us like this and pretend like you don't know Elliot Page, we may bring you up on, charges of treason for withholding information from the United States government on a background check. If you don't acknowledge the existence of Elliot Page. I don't know fucking Elliot Page. So how are they going to do it? How are they going to do it? And so, did they mention the Umbrella Academy here coming up?
I think he.
Go ahead.
It seems like he said something about that was an actor in it.
That was not a woman. When you were watching Juno, the story of a young pregnant girl, what you were actually watching was a pregnant man named Elliot Page, who looked exactly like a girl because, was a girl. You didn't know Elliot Page was the star of Juno because Elliot Page didn't exist yet. But now, because we have a time machine, the trans time machine, Elliot Page is now the star of Juno.
Trans time machine.
Elliot Page starred in Inception. And in fact, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, his romantic interest in Elliot Page was actually a homosexual love affair. I don't know if you know that. That was the subtext right there. It may have been buried so deep that you didn't notice it in Inception. And when Joseph Gordon-Levitt kissed Ellen Page, who's actually kissing Elliot Page, who's a man. I know, it's a little confusing.
They changed the plot of movies because
if you stick
of this?
with this, you'll know. Twitter will not allow you to say the name Ellen Page. If you say Ellen Page, this is quote-unquote dead naming. Dead naming is when you know that somebody has changed their name. So instead, we just killed the entire path.
I haven't gone back and looked at IMDb to see what they did on there,
Yeah.
Guess what I just tweeted?
What's that?
Ellen Page. I'm going to see what they say.
Are you trying to get kicked off?
I'm trying to throw the big FU out there. Okay. Go ahead and hit play.
And pretend that this person never existed and does not exist currently as a biological female. And if you note this, then you will be among the elect. So Dave Rubin put out a statement. He said, I've been suspended by Twitter for posting a screenshot of Jordan Peterson's tweet, which got him suspended. While it's unclear how I broke their terms of service, it's clear they are breaking their fiduciary responsibility to their shareholders by letting a bunch of woke activists run the company. I hope Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter goes through so he can blow up their servers and humanity can move past this pervasive, twisted, self-imposed mental institution. In the meantime, you can find me over at RubinReport.locals.com, the platform I created to fight big tech censorship, something we need now more than ever. But this is the perversity of big tech. Big tech will literally erase you from existence for having noticed that a person was erased from existence. It's like the old photos of Stalin. So in the Soviet Union, they'd have photos of Stalin next to one of his best friends. And then like 2 years later, that best friend would end up being liquidated in the basement of Lubyanka. And then they would go back to the photo and they just airbrush the person out of existence. There are lots of Soviet photos like this. Ellen Page never existed. And if you remember Ellen Page, that's because it's a figment of your imagination. Understand, we're all under a collective delusion that a person named Ellen Page ever existed.
Pause.
It's just, it never happened.
I agree.
They have a best of Ellen Page movies, but now it says Elliot Page, actor, the actress Page is Elliot Page, actor Juno.
Wait a minute. In Juno, it says what?
It says it's not, everything's now under Elliot on IMDb.
Oh my gosh.
And it says he did Juno, he did Inception, he did Hard Candy,
stupid.
He did X-Men. So go ahead.
Play the rest.
Yeah.
Elliot Page was the star of Juno. If I say it often enough, and if you believe it and if you repeat it, this makes you a good person. Elliot Page, a man, was the star of Juno. Elliot Page, a man, was the star of Inception.
It was Elliot Page.
Elliot Page, a man, was the star of the Umbrella Academy, even in the first season when Elliot Page was Ellen Page and was a woman who was straight.
Pause.
In the series.
So I started watching Umbrella Academy back in 2019. And I didn't, and it was an interesting show. It was a fantasy show, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a fantasy.
17 kids were born around the world on October 1st, 1989 at noon to moms who had not been pregnant ever before, or weren't pregnant when the day started. They became pregnant and delivered a baby like post-haste.
Yeah, like in hours.
Like in minutes.
Yeah.
In the start of the show, it's in minutes. Okay? And so a billionaire buys, basically, from the parents, 7 of these kids. They have superpowers. Okay? And creates this Umbrella Academy. They save the world. They fight crime, and they fight crime, avert catastrophes.
It's a comic that they made into.
It was a comic?
Yeah, it was a comic.
Okay, so it's a comic.
And
so in the first season, go ahead.
I don't know how true to the comic they were.
Right.
But
in the first season, Elliot Page, is number 7, and she's told she doesn't have powers, and she falls in love with a guy in the show, and
she's hideous.
And she's not hideous. She's just
she was.
She's plain. Todd.
Plain Jane.
Okay. Todd. She's just plain. Come on.
Okay.
And so another character in the show is gay. Number 4, Klaus, is gay, and and I don't know if they did that till the second show or not, but it's like okay, so second season, I mean, and so it's like okay, well, it's fantasy, and these things are part of the world now, and that you're going to display a little bit. That's fine. So in the second season, after they've time jumped, and they all time jumped to 7 different years in the early 1960s before the Kennedy assassination, but like in 61, 62, 63, the 7 of them were spread out in those years, and number 7, Ellen.
Yeah, we get it.
Goes to this farm, and ends up being like a nanny, but she doesn't know who she is. She has amnesia. She doesn't know who she is. Well, in the second season, she falls in love with the wife and becomes a lesbian in the second season. And
but she's not a lesbian.
Well, she is now.
Because she becomes a man.
But it's Ellie. I don't. The actor is. So, in a romantic straight relationship the first season, lesbian relationship the second season. I'm like, all right, whatever. It's fantasy, All right. Same situation in my family, so whatever. So, they time hop back to they get back to 2019, where they originally left because of the end of the world coming, and it's in the first or second episode of the season. They're cast off to this old Obsidian hotel, and there's a barbershop in there, and number 7. She goes in to get a haircut, and she comes out with this haircut, this boyish haircut, and says, the kids are all meeting, and she goes, and they're like, Ivana, what's going on? You got your haircut. And she goes, I'm Victor now.
Oh, brother.
And I'm like, are you shitting me?
So she's not a lesbian anymore.
No, she's trans now.
Well, but
I guess Victor.
She's not a lesbian anymore.
And I mean, they completely.
She's.
One of the other siblings isn't there, and he comes up and goes, Ayana, what? And then the other sibling's like, it's Victor. It's Victor now. They went straight to the new pronouns and all this shit, right? And I'm like,
you're still watching this show.
And I'm like, come on, are you kidding me? And I'm like, I'm 2+ seasons in. I was enjoying this thing pretty much, and then. Remember I said it was fantasy. The chimpanzee that was the butler in this new time hop, who spoke.
Pogo,
who spoke and was the sage butler of the family to these kids, has been ostracized from the family and is now living with a girl in a trailer.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Out in the
sticks.
Out in the sticks. So, you know what? It's fantasy, so I'm not like flipping out about bestiality or whatever, but they really do take every single solitary step of woke bullshit. And I'm like, all right, I'm out.
And you're still giving
No,
it
I'm not
ratings.
still watching it.
What episode did
I quit.
you stop? You got pretty far if you were up to Pogo.
Pogo was in the very first episode. He's been in every stinking episode.
He wasn't on the first episode of season 3.
Yes, he was.
Was he? Okay.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
I don't think so.
He got. I think he. No, he was not. Maybe because he was kicked out of the family at that point, but he was in episode 2 or whatever.
It was far.
I think I quit at 3, and I was like, all right, I'm not buying. I'm not doing.
Well, I quit last season at one point because of the whole we've got to put you on we have to go back and relive the 60s and the racism again. So I quit.
Yeah, they went and did that thing. But you know what?
I'll tell you another good show that I quit watching was The Boys on did you ever watch that?
Why'd you quit watching it?
Because of the racism stuff that they were bringing out on that.
Oh, do you know, if you listen, I'm kind of chuckling at The Boys because they are so overtly attacking us.
Oh, see,
that I was laughing at it. They're like, what did
maybe I'll go back and watch it.
They were so overtly just doing it that I was like, this is like, it sounds like Obama.
A parody?
Yeah, it's like, are you kidding me?
I quit watching. I was really into that, and then I was just like, okay, I'm done.
Well, it's so outlandish, it's not even funny. Let's try and, we're at our hour and a half, but let's finish up Ben here, and then we'll let Kelly, she's bored, I can tell, get back to cleaning.
We'll talk about this after the show.
She's doing something. She's not even been paying attention most of the time tonight.
I have been listening.
She's writing all this down.
Listening. I've been listening. No, you've been hearing.
She's going to go back and watch all of these shows now.
Oh,
no, I'm not.
She's going to go, I said that? She'll go back and watch this show and go, oh, I said that? When did they say that? I wonder, what was I doing then?
She's like, I don't think I even talked during that show.
No, but I do have two things I want to say. When you guys take a break.
So is our friend gonna say anything else here? You want me to play it?
No, Kelly has two things she wants to say.
Oh, okay, go.
When you will shut up is what she just said.
I'm sorry, go Kelly.
No, when you both will shut up. No.
What?
I remember I texted you today and said that I had never seen Joe Dirt, and my friend made me watch it today while I was doing her nails. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And what got us on the subject was when we saw that video somebody made with Joe Biden where Kid Rock is going, oh, are you crying? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then it shows Joe Biden. Yes. Well, I had never, and I go, what the heck is that from? And she goes, oh my God, you've never seen Joe Dirt? And I said, no. So she made me watch it today. I was a nervous freaking wreck. If it wasn't for bad luck, that poor guy wouldn't have had no luck at all.
Todd, do you know why Kelly was so nervous and so...
She was afraid the kids were going to walk in while she was watching
Because she's such an empath, Todd.
Yes, I am
Because she's such an empath. And she felt so bad for Joe Dirt.
Oh, is that right? I love the blonde in that. I wonder if she's been in anything lately.
Gosh, which one? There's two. There's the girl that was in White Chicks, and then there's Jamie Lee Presley.
The short. I love Jamie Lee Presley too.
Presley.
But the short hair.
So you're talking about Blake? No, what was his girlfriend's name?
I don't
Start
remember.
with a B.
That was Jamie
Brandy. I think it's Brandy.
Kid Rock was in love with Brandy, but he couldn't get it done.
Yeah,
Joe Dirt
she's
could.
cute as a button. Yeah, she was in White Chicks. But
I gotta watch that again. You know, there's a Joe Dirt 2 also. I don't think
yeah, I saw that.
I didn't
we were trying
see
to
that.
find it. I saw Joe Dirt 2.
I don't think I've seen all of it, but there is a Joe Dirt.
But anyway, the other thing was, it was brought to my attention today that somebody that I know was bragging on Facebook that their 1-year-old baby had gotten the COVID-19 vaccine and they were scheduled for the booster.
And they were bragging about this.
Yes.
That's sad.
It's sick is what it is. It is literally sick.
I prefer not to comment because I'll say something I shouldn't.
Better. Yeah.
Those parents, I mean...
There's no words that we can say.
There's
no words that we can say.
Testing on their kids.
Yep.
Lab rats.
They're being a guinea pig.
Virtually zero statistical issues with kids for COVID.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
With anybody that isn't that doesn't have comorbidities.
Right.
I haven't heard that word enough. That's mind-boggling. Play the rest of Ben.
Sorry.
That's all right. I like getting off the track.
All of it. It just none of it existed. You will be forced by big tech to obey and repeat. We'll get to more on this in just a moment. First, I need my Helix.
Skip ahead a minute or so.
My sleep quality.
Do we have to watch this ad? What's that? That's what's his name.
Right there. Try there.
Here we go. Mattress offers. Here we go.
That I said something extraordinarily sarcastic, and they can't ban me for it because Twitter's algorithms don't pick up sarcasm. So that is the fortunate part. You know, you can actually play around with their stupid standards because their standards are unbelievably stupid, obviously. But the fact of the matter is that if you mention basically true things, it's a problem. Here's what I tweeted. Okay? They haven't banned me yet. So, you know, the day is young. Quote, Rubin Report has now been suspended for posting news about Jordan Peterson's suspension. All because we are not allowed to mention that until 5 minutes ago, Elliot Page, who is very, very, very male, was a female actress named Ellen Page. So we'll see if that gets me banned. By the way, if that gets me banned, there's literally no way to describe what actually happened here. So that, of course, is their goal. You must not say true things. Never, ever, ever say true things on places like Twitter. And then they wonder why their credibility is shot. What's funny, however, is to watch people on the left run afoul of the insane woke left on this sort of stuff. So Bette Midler, who is just beloved of the left, right? Bette Midler, who's been on Broadway, and she's been in movies for years, and she's beloved of the LGBTQ plus minus divided by sign group. She ran afoul of them yesterday in one of the saddest twists in American political history. Get out your tiny violin. Here we go. She tweeted, quote, "Women of the world," all caps, "we are being stripped of our rights over our bodies, our lives, and even of our name. They don't call us women anymore. They call us birthing people or menstruators and even people with vaginas. Don't let them erase you. Every human on earth owes you." Wow. Bette Midler.
How about
standing up for women.
Yeah.
Well, of course, she's not allowed to do that. Silly Bette Midler.
She didn't. She
Had
missed
a bunch
the
of people on Twitter. Ugh, not Bette Midler, too, parroting right-wing transphobic false dilemmas. Well, no, it's not a false dilemma. I mean, when you say that women don't exist and men can be women, that sort of defeats the point of the term woman. People are tweeting, "Cis woman's insistence on not being called people is really fascinating. Also, stop comparing people using inclusive language to the bigots who are taking our rights away." Amazing, amazing stuff. Then you had Wonder Woman, Linda Carter, signed into debate.
Nice
so she has
tips.
decided that she is going to become newly relevant by just repeating woke nostrums, even though she has not done anything of career note since like the 1970s. So she tweeted out on this topic as well, quote, "I cannot think of anything that helps women's rights less than pinning the blame on trans women. They face so much violence and scrutiny as it is. Leave them alone and focus on the real war on women. It's happening in the courts and legislatures around this country." Now, erasing women as an actual existent part of the species, that's not a war on women. Saying that women should not kill their unborn children, that's the real war on women, according to the left. So, really, well done. The left has gone so far. They've gone so far around the horn that now they are attacking Bette Midler for the crime of noticing that women exist. Why, oh why, is the left losing the culture war? They are. This is the first time in my lifetime the left is losing the culture war. And the answer is they pushed so hard that eventually they had to drive a backlash. Well, the backlash is coming. It's going to form itself in November, and it's going to be really, really ugly for Democrats, as well it should be, because they've pursued bad policy on every single front beyond the dissolution of all the social bonds that we used to rely upon to tie the country together. I hope you enjoyed that clip from the Ben Shapiro Show. If you
They're eating their own again.
Yeah.
Yes,
They've gone too far. Once again, how you know what as genius as and psychopathic genius that their attack on us is. How do they not realize that they go too far?
They think they don't go far enough.
Yeah, that was some of the complaint with Obama, right? By who was Howard Dean.
Oh gosh, what a freak!
Yeah, super freak, super freaky. You know what, Kelly?
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here again.
You're welcome.
Todd, appreciate your work behind the panel, the control board.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir. The hardworking Todd.
We're going to be back here next Thursday evening, same bat time, same bat channel. Thanks for joining us on Play Harder Radio.
Thank you.
Staffing and HR Studios.
Have a great weekend, everybody.